Our solar system is a wild frontier, teeming with different, diverse places. Planets and moons, millions of objects of ice and rock. This wild frontier has felt and sensed the existence of many, but it has now started to witness the arrival of uninvited guests. In this video, we will be discussing massive, unidentified objects that have been detected in our solar system. So, without further ado, let us get to know more about the outsiders who have crossed our territory. Miracles. Imagine that we've got a message that implies the existence of intelligent life apart from us. It is pretty obvious that our scientists would try to make contact with it. As you know, astronomers have spent several decades in search of objects that are outside our solar system. Miracles indeed appear when all hope seems lost. Two objects arrived at once, and the world united to investigate these visitors and strive to know more about their mysteries. The cigar. The first object was found originated from Vega, and the object that emerged in space was quite difficult to see through the telescope at a Hawaii-based observatory center. Vega is an alien star. This alien star was tracked down at 147 trillion miles away and was hurtling through space at a magnificent speed of 57,000 miles per hour. Space agencies have revealed something regarding the object's shape, and this is bound to surprise you. Scientists revealed that the object is shaped like a cigar. Apart from its shape, a massive object is 1,000 meters in length, but astronomers suggest that 1,000 meters is not very large for a comet. According to the researchers, it is believed that the object possibly originated in a spaceship-like disk. The object started hurtling off in another direction because it was already zipped up by the sun, as well as having executed a hairpin turn. This interstellar object was named Oumuamua, which is the Hawaiian name that means scout. Astronomers who took their first glance at this marvel knew that it was not a normal asteroid or comet. But little did they know that it was a massive interstellar. One of the things that hooked the scientists was its mysterious acceleration away from the sun, which seemed to be very hard to accept. Another part that hooked the researchers was its shape. As per the estimation, it was estimated that it was almost 10 times as long as it was wide. Before the arrival of Oumuamua, the longest space objects were 3 times longer than they were wide. Numerous specialized instruments are made and set up to scan the sky every night. Space agencies have always suspected for decades that our solar system might be regularly invaded by these unidentified objects, and the majority of them are believed to roam among the stars for billions of years. When the whole world was having difficulty swallowing the news of the arrival of Oumuamua, something unusual happened. Another visitor. Gennady Borisov, an amateur astronomer, witnessed another object moving on August 30th, 2019. The object was observed moving against the pre-dawn sky. This amateur astronomer witnessed the object with the help of a telescope he had made himself in his observatory. From the very first sight, he found out that the object was unique from the others, as it was traveling in a different direction. These unidentified visitors and their visit to the solar system give rise to so many questions. Where did these visitors come from? Are they natural or artificial? What can they tell us? And how often should we expect to see them? To find the answers to these questions, there is only one path, and that is to go across their homeland. Well, through this, we'll get an idea about the nature of these unidentified visitors, and maybe it can give us more revelations. The first interstellar traveler, named Oumuamua, came across the Vega star system. The Vega star system is referred to as the past and future North Star. Did you know that as per the space agencies, Vega is located 25 light-years from Earth and is visible in the northern hemisphere summer sky? Over the course of 26,000 years, the Earth's axis wobbles. The bright star Vega was a North Star, but this was many millennia ago, and scientists estimate that it would regain that position in approximately 12,000 years. Earlier in the year 2013, researchers found an asteroid belt around Vega, and astronomers indicated the presence of extraterrestrial planets among the rocks. The layout of the rocks, which astronomers indicate, implies the existence of 2 regions, an outer region with icy asteroids and an inner region with warmer space rocks. Well, the name Oumuamua refers to one of these rocks, yet it has not been defined as a comet or an asteroid. which leaves room for both curiosity and assumptions. Some researchers also believe that comets that presently colonize the outlying reaches of our solar system may have initially been interstellar before they were grabbed by the gravity of the Sun. At the time of tracking this object, we had anticipated that the orbit of the object would be hyperbolic, and only gravitational force would be acting on it. The fact is that it did not move as if there was some kind of additional acceleration, and as if something invisible was pushing it in addition to gravity. After reaching its closest point to the Sun, this object started to leave the solar system at a mind-boggling speed of approximately 95,000 kilometers per second. This is extremely fast relative to our Sun. A speed like this was more than sufficient to ensure its escape from the Sun's gravity. This is contrary to what would usually be expected from a rough and irregular comet. On October 7, 2017, the object was speeding toward the Pegasus constellation, to a destination that still remains unknown to the entire astronomical world. With the technology that was available at that time, it was indeed impossible to photograph the object in close proximity. Well, now you know why the limited data in our hands is all we will ever have. The unidentified object. NASA had taken about 11 days to observe the unidentified object. This was because the object was traveling at 3 times the speed of Earth's orbit around the Sun. The object was then no longer noticeable because it was way too small and dim to be observed. In short, the object had entered our solar system and then passed the Earth abruptly and just accelerated out of the solar system. Most astronomers might have felt the object's return to be rude, despite NASA's best efforts to classify the unidentified object as an asteroid or comet. It was clear that we had no idea what it was. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb had expressed his thoughts on this unidentified object, and trust me, what he said takes courage. He suggested that the object would be an artificial structure that was created by an intelligent alien civilization. The discovery of Oumuamua can be described as an anomaly. Using the help of the Green Bank Telescope in West Virginia and the Allen Telescope Array in Northern California, astronomers have paid attention to any potential signals and more. 21 Borisov. When compared to the Oumuamua, 21 Borisov was undoubtedly easier to decipher. 21 Borisov was the first interstellar comet ever found. It has an extremely interesting composition. 21 Borisov is composed of a muddy mixture of water, dust, and carbon monoxide. The 21 Borisov had a visible tail and was roughly what scientists expected. 21 Borisov is supposed to have been pulled from an ancient solar system that was centered around a red dwarf star. There's more to it, as there have been both claims and estimates that show it might have arisen around the star Ross 573. This is now a white dwarf, and it occupies a region of space around 629 trillion miles out from the Sun. The entrance of unidentified objects into the solar system is still a mystery. The mystery of unidentified objects remains unsolved to this day, and the origins of the cosmic visitor are unknown due to a lack of data and information. What do you think about such visitors from the outside? Do you believe that behind these objects exists a group of intelligent extraterrestrial species? I hope you all enjoyed this video, and we will meet you all again in another video. Until then, goodbye, fellas.